When this collection of Portugieser watches was presented at Watches and Wonders in Geneva, there was a big crowd to welcome it. Even the splendid Giselle Bundchen, ambassador of the brand since 2022, was there posing in front of a pack of photographers, with one of her favorite models on her wrist, the Portugieser chronograph in horizon blue. Originally, the Portugieser chronograph by IWC Schaffhausen was apparently designed for two Portuguese importers in 1939, who wanted steel wristwatches with the precision of marine chronometers. A watch with a very refined style that revolutionized its time and left its mark, before being reborn in the 1990s. This year's Portugieser models are true to the sporty elegance they embody. Each dial requires more than 60 steps to be carried out by hand and has a 46-hour power reserve. To create these new models, the sources of inspiration are limitless.
Moi, je suis Lorenz Brunner, je suis chef du département Research and Innovation chez IWC Schaffhausen.
I'm Lorenz Brunner. I'm head of the Research and Innovation Department at IWC Schaffhausen. We changed the design of the Portuguese models a little bit. We have several sources. We look at history. We look at what's in the history of IWC. We also look at other industries, medical industries, aerospace, other industries that could give us inspiration for materials, special functions. It's not just watchmaking, but we need to have a slightly more global view.
Nous donner de l'inspiration pour des matériaux, des fonctions spéciales. Donc, c'est pas uniquement l'horlogerie, mais on doit avoir vraiment une vue un peu plus globale.
Here's a look at the Horizon Blue models in 18-karat white gold and a light blue gradient calfskin strap from Santoni in an automatic version, 40 or 42 millimeters. So many models that are also available in Silver Moon, Dune and Obsidian. And it's love at first sight for the Portugieser Perpetual Calendar. The launch of Kurt Klaus's legendary Perpetual Calendar in 1985 marked the beginning of IWC Schaffhausen's unique expertise in the field of mechanical calendars. This ingenious mechanism, which automatically recognizes the variable length of the different months and adds a day every 4 years for leap years, remains a benchmark in terms of efficiency and ease of use.
Je pense avoir une machine.
I think that having a machine that's purely mechanical, that produces something so exact, is really something that gives added value for me. I am a mechanical person. I'm not into social networks. I do a lot of mountain biking. I walk in nature. Mechanical, but at the same time, it's something that's very precise and very functional too.
Je me promène dans la nature et tout ça, donc mécanique, mais en même temps, c'est quelque chose qui est très précis et qui est très fonctionnel aussi.
In armor gold and with a black obsidian dial, this Tourbillon hand-wound day and night offers an 81925 caliber and a power reserve of 84 hours. Initially, the Tourbillon was intended to counterbalance the imbalances due to the Earth's gravitation in pocket watches. With 82 parts for a weight of less than half a gram, this one is a masterpiece.
Ce que nous avons fait, par exemple, pour le Tourbillon Day and Night, on utilise des composants dans l'échappement qui sont produits.
What we did, for example, for the Tourbillon Day and Night, we used components in the escapement that are produced in silicon with a diamond coating. This is something that reduces the weight of the components, the wear and friction. These are components that increase the efficiency of a tourbillon. This is also where we can improve and reduce the energy we need. And energy is not always super available in a very small product like a watch.
Et l'énergie, c'est toujours quelque chose qui n'est pas super disponible dans un très petit produit comme une montre.
With the Portugieser Eternal Calendar, IWC Schaffhausen is once again pushing the boundaries of fine watchmaking. The house's first secular perpetual calendar is based on the same synchronized design as the classic perpetual calendar, which means that all of its displays can be advanced using a single crown.
Donc on a un produit exceptionnel.
We have an exceptional product. It's the Eternal Calendar. There are two complications that are introduced, a secular calendar and a moon phase that's super accurate. That's one thing in terms of complication. And then we introduced a few other details. For example, we have two armor gold, a gold that's special. We introduced a kind of escapement with silicon components, coated with diamonds, things like that.
Une sorte d'échappement avec des composants en silicium revêtés par diamant, des trucs comme ça.
This Eternal Calendar will correctly calculate leap years up to 3999. No official decision has been made yet on whether 4000 will be a leap year. As an aside, composer Hans Zimmer collaborated with renowned professor and physicist Brian Cox, who's also a musician and scientific consultant to the manufacturer, to create music inspired by the Portugieser, and more specifically, the Eternal Calendar. Another highlight of this extraordinary mechanism, the moon phase display. IWC engineers participated in the development of a moon phase display with unprecedented precision. After calculating more than 22 billion possible combinations, they designed a reduced gear train comprising 3 intermediate wheels. The double moon indicator, with its titanium disc, decorated with 2 blue dots, and its rotating upper glass disc will only need to be adjusted after 45 million years.
C'est pas super évident, mais en théorie, on doit avoir deux chiffres indépendants. D'abord, on doit savoir quelle est la...
It's not super obvious, but in theory, we must have 2 independent numbers. First, we must know what the period of the moon is in nature. Today, we're on Earth, and what's the duration of an exact lunation? We go at home up to the 100th of a second. We calculated this value, and on the other side, we must calculate a kind of cog that is as precise as possible to this first number. We have to calculate a cog with the teeth of the individual wheels that is as close as possible. There's a calculation or a tool that we use that gives 23 trillion different possibilities of doing this. We chose the most precise one so that these two numbers can be combined or unified.
Différentes possibilités de faire ça et on a choisi la plus précise pour combiner ou unifier ces deux chiffres.
Inside the polished, brushed and elaborately finished platinum case is the IWC 52640 manufacture caliber. This is the first IWC Schaffhausen movement to be equipped with glass components such as the barrel bridge. The Peloton automatic winding system uses revolutions of the rotor in both directions to build a 7-day power reserve in both barrels. All on a black alligator strap by Santoni and a platinum folding clasp. Given the complexity of the mechanism, we won't talk about price. Let's come back down to earth with something more affordable. This Portugieser automatic 42mm with a midnight blue background. It will still make you dream for less than €15,000.